Hi everyone, today we're talking about inequalities. So first of all, let's go over the symbols and how do we read them. So we usually refer to these as Pac-Man or shark teeth, right? So in this scenario, if we have Pac-Man going towards the right side, then we call that less than. And if we have Pac-Man going right side again, but with a line underneath it, then we read it as less than or equal to. If Pac-Man's going to the left, then we say greater than. And if Pac-Man's going to the left with a line underneath it, then it's greater than or equal to. So let's take a look at some examples here. The first one here, if we were to read it out loud, we would say this is x is greater than 2. So again, when Pac-Man goes to the left side, we say that it is greater than. So we can write it out as x is greater than 2. Now, how do we draw this out? So what we normally do is draw a number line first. We put 0 in the middle, and then we figure out where is 2. 2 is to the right side of 0, so we can put 2 over here. Now, if you only have greater than and no equal sign, then you have to draw an open circle, like so. Open circle on the number. Now, if it's greater than, greater also means you go right on the number line because greater than 2 means like numbers like 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. So what you would do then is draw an arrow that goes to the right. And then all of your answers will be anything that is underneath that line. And that would be how you would draw the answer to this one here. If we take a look at the next example and we were to read out loud, we would say that this is y is less than or equal to 5. Same idea, we're going to draw it on a number line. So straight line, we draw 0 in the middle, and then we think about where is number 5. 5 is, again, to the right side of 0, so just place it somewhere on the line. Again, this is just a sketch. If you want to be more accurate, you can draw more properly spaced out points, but normally this is good enough to give us an idea of what it looks like. Now for this one here, we do have the equal. So how does that differ? Well, our circle this time, rather than being an open circle, it's going to be a solid circle. So on number 5, we can draw a circle, and then we're just going to make sure it's solid. Okay? Because when we have equal sign, we can equal to that number. Versus when we don't have equal sign, then we're not allowed to equal to that number. This one here, again, if it's less than, we go left. Again, so if it's less than or equal to 5, that means my number should be like 4, 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth. So in this case, if we go left, we draw an arrow like so, and we go left. We try and span the number line as much as possible to show that the answer is going to be everything that's to the left, including the 5 here. Now we're going to take a look at some examples where we have to do a little bit of algebraic work in order to solve for what we need and then draw it on a number line. So first of all, you can think about inequalities as like normal equations because the algebra steps are exactly the same. So for example, here we have 3 times x plus 5 is less than 23. So our goal here is to solve for x or isolate x on its own. So we need to get rid of the 5 first. To do that, we subtract 5 from both sides and we get that 3x is less than 18. Then we need to get rid of the 3. So we divide both sides by 3, and we here get x is less than 6. In order to draw this on a number line, again, we go straight line, 0 in the middle, and then 6 is to the right of 0. And since it's only less than, that means open circle on the number, and less than means left. So we draw an arrow going left, and we try and span the whole line, telling us that the answer is everything to the left of 6. For this example here, let's take a look at what happens. So here we have 10 minus 2 times x is greater than or equal to negative 6. So again, our goal is to isolate for x, so we need to get rid of the 10 first. To do so, we subtract both sides by 10. So then we get negative 2x is greater than or equal to negative 16. We then need to divide by -2 to get rid of the -2 that's being multiplied to x. So when we divide by -2, there's an important step that must occur here. So we're going to make this a rule to remind us that whenever you divide by a negative, so when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the sign. So in this case, when we divided by -2, we would then get x here and positive 8 here, but the sign needs to flip in order for the inequality to stay true. So do make sure that whenever at any step you divide or multiply by a negative number, that sign has to change directions for every single time that you have multiplied or divided by a negative number. Now that we have the answer of x is less than or equal to 8, we can just draw it on a number line, 0 in the center, 8 on the right side, and again it's equal. So this one said x is less than or equal to 8, so we have a solid point this time, less than telling us to go left. And again, it's all the answers that would be to the left, including 8. So I hope this video helped explain inequalities in its simplest form. Feel free to take a look at the following videos below here, where we talk about linear inequalities and quadratic inequalities. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to keep increasing your math knowledge. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.